Has any one of you ever tried hunting or eating seals, sea lions, and walruses? And if you ever tried, have tried, what does it taste like? Join us as we went on to explore one of Canada's oldest urban parks, established in 1904 and officially opened in the year 1909. So this park and zoo is over a decade years old. Yarn. Guys, we are here at Canada's one of the oldest zoo, Assiniboine Zoo, established in 1904 as part of a larger park plan for Winnipeg. And it's opened to the public in 1908, becoming a popular attraction for families and visitors. Today, it is known for its Journey to Churchill exhibit, which is designed to replicate the natural Arctic environment and is a testament to the zoo's evolution into a modern facility focused on conservation and education. The zoo has sorry Today it is a modern zoo that focuses on conservation efforts, animal care, and creating immersive experiences for visitors, such as behind the scenes tours. The zoo is home to more than 150 animal species. This place is a place for exploration and family fun every season. Located in beautiful Assiniboine Park, the zoo has been a favorite destination for families, tourists, school groups, and animal lovers for over a century. With over 80 acres to explore, the zoo is open year-round with indoor and outdoor exhibits, allowing visitors to interact with animal species from all corners of the globe. Assiniboine Park Zoo is an accredited member of the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, Canada's accredited zoos and aquariums, and the World Association of Zoos and Aquariums. The zoo focuses on meeting and exceeding the ever-rising standards of animal care and welfare, safety, and veterinary programs, as well as demonstrating a commitment to education, conservation, and research. So, as we were on our way to some of the areas here of the zoo, we came across this snowy owl. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's looking right at us. I don't know if it's asleep or if it's wide awake or what. There's washroom here and everywhere. Basically, everywhere you go, there's washroom all around the park, or all around the zoo, so you do not need to worry. So over here, they have this caribou reindeer cows. I don't know why it's called caribou reindeer cows. It's maybe because the head resembles that of a cow. Just look at those heads. So these reindeers, they resemble that of a cow. See how they look just like a cow with those long spiky horns, diba? Yon, tignan nyo. Over here, there's a polar bear. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time since I've seen a polar bear. I cannot even remember when was the last time I've seen a polar bear. What year was that? 2008 or 2009, I think, when I've last seen a polar bear in an enclosure just like this one. So the polar bear is trying to sleep and sunbathing at the same time. Ayun, natutulog siya. So anyway guys, we are making our way to the aquarium para we'll be able to see hopefully we can see some of the other polar bears in there, or maybe the pinnipeds or the no, seals. Sea lions are a bit bigger or larger in their flip-flops than the seals, I think. Yeah, so we'll be able to see them as we go. Let's go. Guys, did you know that there are 19 polar bear subpopulations located throughout the Arctic and subarctic regions? Polar bears can be found in the following countries such as Canada, United States of America, and Alaska, in Russia, Norway, Greenland. They thrive in the Arctic, where the winter temperatures can plunge to negative 45 degrees Celsius. So, anyway, these polar bears have adapted to stay warm. In the Arctic, polar bears rely on sea ice to hunt for seals, their main source of food. Sea ice is melting due to climate change. It is forming later in the fall and melting earlier in the spring. This means polar bears have less time to hunt for seals. There are approximately 26,000 polar bears in the wild. And fortunately, Canada has more than 60% of the world's polar bears. Churchill, Manitoba, on the western coast of Hudson Bay, is one of the three largest polar bear maternity denning areas in the world. So, one of my dream, guys, is to go to Churchill, Manitoba, to witness the polar bear breeding ground. Ayan. So, this is according to the website of the Assiniboine Park. 60% pala, no, ng polar bear is located here in Canada. Oh my gosh, wow. We're so lucky. We're very lucky that we are here and we get to see polar bears. In this zoo, there are currently 7 polar bears. 6 of the polar bears here are from the Churchill area. And they were brought here through the Polar Bear Rescue Program. Most of Canada's polar bears live in Nunavut and the Northwest Territories. Other polar bear nations include the United States in Alaska, Russia, Greenland, and Norway in Svalbard. Churchill, Manitoba, however, is famously known as the polar bear capital of the world because many bears move through the region each fall. Polar bears rely on sea ice for hunting seals, traveling, and denning. It means they breed. That's where they breed. According to the IUCN PBSG, being the primary scientific body responsible for gathering and assessing this information, they continue to list the polar bear as a vulnerable species. So this IUCN means International Union for Conservation of Nature, and PBSG stands for Polar Bear Specialist Group. These authoritative sources estimated approximately 26,000 polar bears worldwide, with a range of 22,000 to 31,000 individuals. This figure is the global population estimate used by the leading conservation organizations and government bodies as of late 2024 and 2025 reports. The proof is derived from various scientific methods, including aerial and recapture surveys, where the field of studies in specific regions provide direct counts or estimates for individual subpopulations. Also, genetic analysis and tracking. This method involves technological advances like satellite tracking. Tracking collars help researchers monitor movement, habitat use, and genetic distinctiveness among different groups, and indigenous knowledge. This local and traditional knowledge is also incorporated into population assessments, especially in Canada, where most of the world's polar bears live. The global population is divided into 20 distinct subpopulations across the Arctic, with over 60% of the bears in Canada. The trends in these subpopulations vary. Some are stable, some are likely increasing. Many are data deficient, meaning their trend is uncertain, and others are declining, primarily due to the loss of sea ice habitat caused by climate change. So, guys, we are here inside the aquarium. So, you saw we just passed by the first entrance to the aquarium there, and here we are going to the other side to see the seals, the pinniped seals. The pinniped seals in the zoo are called harbor seals because of their tendency to follow schools of fish and enter harbors when they're searching for food. Look, guys, we are here. We've arrived, and I can see right now that it's feeding time. So, I think these are small fishes that they're trying to feed these seals. So we're gonna wait a while and then see what these seals are gonna do after this one. After they eat, maybe they'll give us a show. I think, yeah. Being here and watching these ones, oh my gosh, they are so amazing. Look at those color. They're spotted. I don't know if these are grayish white in color or spotted black, but their color is really nice. And look how they swim. Isn't that lovely? They do lots of flips. Oh my gosh, I like how they do that when they flip. I don't think I will ever get sick watching these seals swim in this synchronized flipping. Just look at that. It's so beautiful to see and witness, like up close in the mirror in this glass. I was kind of hoping there would be like an interaction like during this kind of weather, like a winter interaction with the seals, but then I've read online that they only do it when it is summer, when it's warm. During the summer season, you can actually interact with the seals. So, well, maybe we'll book a summer tour and maybe get to interact with the seals, right, guys? So, yeah, maybe we'll do that in the next video in another time. There are currently 7 harbor seals here at the Zinuboin Park Zoo, and 5 of these seals are rescued from the west coast of Canada. They're rescued by the Vancouver Aquarium's Marine Mammal Rescue Center, and they are deemed non-releasable. Harbor seals are one of the most widespread pinnipeds found throughout the coasts of the northern hemisphere. The term pinniped refers to marine mammals that have front and rear flippers. It comes from the Latin word pinna, which means wing or fin. This group includes animals such as seals, sea lions, and walruses, which spend most of their time in the ocean but are also able to come on land for extended periods. So these seals, they weigh up to 150 kilograms, and their length is 185 centimeters on average, and they live from 20 to 35 years. Oh my gosh. These harbor seals can be found in the wetlands, marine, and coastal areas of Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greenland, Iceland, Ireland, Japan, Mexico, Netherlands, Norway, Russia, Sweden, United Kingdom, and the United States. Seals differ from sea lions and walruses in several key ways. Seals are earless, they don't have ears. They don't have external ear flaps. They use their hind flippers to propel themselves through water, and they move on land by wiggling on their bellies. In contrast, sea lions have visible external ear flaps. They use their large front flippers for swimming propulsion and can walk on land by rotating their hind flippers forward. Walruses are distinct due to their large tusks and are similar to sea lions in being able to rotate their hind flippers for terrestrial movement, but unlike sea lions, they do not have external ear flaps. So that's the difference. The seals do not have ear flaps. The U.S. has a significant harbor seal population, particularly in Alaska and along the west and east coasts, while Canada also hosts a large number of harbor seals with populations in both the Atlantic and Pacific. Indigenous people in Canada have traditionally hunted and eaten harbor seals for thousands of years. Seals, including harbor seals, were and continue to be a vital source of food, as well as fuel, clothing, and other materials for many coastal First Nations and Inuit communities across Canada. Seal meats and blubber were a primary food source, offering essential nutrients like protein, iron, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamins A, B12, and D3, which are crucial for health in northern and coastal environments. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that you can eat these seals. The hunting and preparation of seals are deeply intertwined with indigenous culture, supporting traditional sharing customs, passing on ecological knowledge, and keeping skills alive from generation to generation. Historically and currently, all parts of the seal are used, a practice reflecting deep respect for the animal and sustainable resource management. Meat is eaten raw. Really? Frozen, boiled, dried, aged, or fermented, while oil is used for cooking, fuel, and treating pelts. Skins are used for clothing, boots like kamiks, and shelter. In remote northern communities where store-bought food is often expensive and limited, seal meat provides a significant nutritious and cost-effective alternative. So tell me, guys, this is not a scratch, or is this a scratch, or what? It looks like a breakage. I think this glass may be broken. Maybe this is an inner layer or an outer layer, or on the other side. I'm not sure. I don't know. What do you think, guys? So, guys, what happened here was while we were trying to kiss, we had experienced a static electricity discharge, like a skin to skin contact, but with our mouths, me and my husband. So it typically feels like a sudden brief jolt, a zap, or a sharp prick or pinch. So it's like a stinging feeling, but it was very fast. Yeah, so that's what happened here. So we tried to kiss twice, and the second time it happened again. We had a static electricity experience discharge with our positive and negative electrons, and because of I think it's because of the dry air inside this building, maybe, and maybe because we both have dry skin and it's winter. I think that's what caused this static electricity. Just that it happened here inside the building near the aquarium. Well, that was kind of an experience, guys. I think that's sealed with a kiss, with a zap. Yung tour namin dito, our tour here. So that's about it, guys.